Hey, this is Matt from Alpha Analyst, and in this video, I'm excited to go over with you the first in the video series for the Introduction to Microsoft Excel. So even if you have absolutely no experience at all for Microsoft Excel, or a small amount of experience, this video series will make it very, very easy for you to learn how to use Excel. So if you're very experienced in Excel, if you've used Excel for many years, this is a video series that you probably could skip. But if this is your first time using Excel, or if you have relatively limited experience and you really want the beginner's 101 training, this video series will be perfect for you. So in this first video, we're going to cover what's available in the shortcut menu right here. If you right click on a cell and the shortcut menu shows up. And then in the future videos, we're going to cover what you can do in the different tabs up here, such as the Home tab, the Insert tab, Page Layout, and all these other tabs up here. So I'm excited that you're here, and I look forward to talking you through all these different videos. Great, so let's get started. So if you right click with the mouse on any cell, you can see that this menu pops up. So it has a wide variety of different options. So let's type something in. Let's type in, "We can do this." Okay, and if you see, it doesn't really fit in that cell. So we can do a couple of things to make it fit. We can come up to the column up here and we can drag it over. So we can take the left mouse button and click it and drag it over. Or if you want to, you can simply double click and it should automatically resize. So if it's too small, you simply double click and it resizes to just the right size. Or if it's too big, you can double click or you can manually adjust it. Okay, so now that we have that, let's do the right click and look at this menu option. So we can do this right here to make the text bold. We can make the text italic. We can remove the italics. We can center the text. And this right here allows you to change the background color. So let's say that you want the background color to be orange. You can simply come down here and select orange. And let's say that we want the text to be white. The default is white. And you can also come down here and choose any other color that you like. If you come over here to the right, you'll see that there's a option to choose a border around the cell. So let's say that we want a big border around the cell, a thick border. So we can click this down arrow and you'll see that it says thick outside borders. So after we click on that, you'll see that there's a thick black border all around that cell. Okay, let's click on that cell again and then right click. So over here, you can see that there are options to change the font size. So if you click this button that has an A with an arrow on top of it, this is going to increase the font size. So if you click that a few times, you can see that the font size goes up. If you click the button that has the arrow pointing down, you'll see that the font size decreases. Another option is to use this right here. You can type in a value such as 20 to increase the font size, or you could use the down arrow to choose whichever font size you like. Over here on the top left, there's a menu option to change the font. So let's say that we want to use Arial text. You can simply type in Arial and hit enter, and then the text font was changed to Arial. Or we could use the drop-down box to come down here and choose whichever font we like. Let's go with Century Gothic. One more thing before we go. So let's say that you want to copy this format to somewhere else. So down here, let's write, "We can do this." And let's say that you don't want to have to replicate all of that work. So that did take us a little bit of time to create all of that font formatting and the size formatting and all of that. So let's say that we want this new cell down here to have the exact same formatting. What we can do is we can right click that first cell, and then you'll see this option over here on the right. It says Format Painter. So if you click on that, like a left click, you'll see that it starts to select it. So if you now come down here, and if you notice there's a paintbrush that's connected to the cursor right now. If you click on that new cell that says "We can do this," you'll see that it changes to the exact same font. That's one of the most useful features for Microsoft Excel. So once again, the way that we did that was we clicked on the cell, and then we right clicked, and then over here we clicked on the yellow paintbrush that says Format Painter. And after we click that, you'll see that there's a paintbrush next to the cursor, and then we clicked on that new cell. So that's a great way to copy over the formatting so that you can be much quicker and much more efficient as you start to do your work. So just to finish up this menu, let's say that we wanted to merge a couple of cells. Let's say that we wanted this cell and that cell to be combined. You simply highlight those two cells by clicking the first cell, and then while you have the mouse click down, you drag over to the following cell. Now that both of the cells are highlighted, you can right click and then click this button right here, which says merge and center. So this basically merges the two cells, and now this takes up both of those two cells. Okay. If you right click, you can see that there are other options as well for changing the formatting for currencies, for percents. So let's say that you have $100.23. You can right click and then choose the $sign, and look, now it has $sign format. Let's say that you have 42%, so 0.42. Let's say that you want that to show up as a percentage. You can simply right click on that cell and choose percentage, and that's exactly what shows up. So overall, this gives you a good sense for what you can do with this shortcut menu. So basically, when you right click on the mouse cursor, the different options that are available for you for the formatting section. I hope you found this video to be useful, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video.